If you have ever been to Disney, whether it's the California or the Florida parks, or especially a Disney cruise, we've all experienced the same thing, the Disney blues. Unlike the hockey team from my hometown, which is the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, it's like you come off this vacation high only to come back to the day-to-day things. And we have to do those, though, in order for us to visit Disney, like cook and stuff.
And of course, clean. So on today's show, we're going to show you how to keep the magic alive after your Disney trip.
And also, and I know this is a shocker, but there's another Epcot festival that starts this week.
How could they possibly do this to us again?
Welcome to Disney Travel Secrets with your host, Rob and Kerri Stuart, the founders of Creating Magic Vacations and authorized Disney vacation planner. They are still a very popular Disney podcast, and not just with their friends and family. Every Monday for over 5 years, they've been bringing you the best and most up-to-date information about all things Disney, the parks, the cruises, and also the luxury of Adventures by Disney. Make sure to follow them on Instagram, where they share content that's mentioned on this very show. Now, here comes the rope drop.
Hello, my friend. Rob and Kerri Stuart here in the CMV studio in Windermere, Florida. You're listening to episode number 420 of the Disney Travel Secrets podcast. Original air date, March 3rd, 2025.
And this week, we are showing you how to keep the magic alive after your Disney vacation.
It's a real thing. I will say it's with any vacation, but maybe a little bit more when it's Disney.
Oh, of course it is with Disney. And this is the start of a Minnie Series. But first, a few quick mousekeeping items. So we would love to have you join us later this year for our week on the Wish.
Which is something we don't normally say.
Yeah. So this is September 22nd through the 26th. And yes, it is a week on the Wish, not a weekend.
And for you car enthusiasts, we have a very, very special guest that we will announce soon. This is a 4-night Monday to Friday cruise with balconies starting at only $1,500 a person.
Yeah, so we're plussing it up for us, though, and we're going to sail concierge level on this one because we've never done that on the Wish. And I'm really looking forward to it because I want to see how it differs from the Wonder.
If you are interested in concierge, the pricing does start at $29.50 per person. Our car friend booked the 1-bedroom Royal Suite, and we cannot wait to see that in person.
I'm super excited about that. Okay, let's talk about 2026 and Disney vacation.
So at this time, we really don't know when Disney will release the dates for 2026 vacations. However, we do have this advice. Get on our 2026 list.
Yeah, because that way, as soon as the packages are announced, we can get your quote to you even faster. So we're really hoping that they do come out in March, but that's just wishful thinking.
I see what you did there.
So it is time for my favorite Epcot festival, and that is Flower and Garden. So this starts March 5th through June 2nd.
That's just a couple of days away.
Yeah, and this year they have some great groups coming for the Garden Rocks concert series.
So I am both excited and disappointed.
I know, but let's tell them why the disappointment.
That is because with our travel schedule, we're going to miss some of the really great bands.
Yeah, so these concerts during the festival run every Friday through Monday, every week starting on March 7th.
And that's when I wanted to go, but we were in Budapest starting literally the exact same day. And that day is the Tommy Decarlo band. He is the lead singer for Boston, but Boston is not touring right now. And so he and his band will play all of the classic hits from Boston, which is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, we love seeing them. Plus, one year you were doing some photography for them at Epcot. And so we do know the lead guitarist, August Zadra, and his wife. He's also the lead guitarist for Styx lead singer, Dennis DeYoung, former lead singer.
So you should follow August on Facebook. He does some great live shows that's kind of on demand.
Okay, so who else are you going to miss?
Well, right after DeCarlo is Air Supply on the 9th and 10th, and Rick Springfield on the 16th and the 17th. I do love both of those guys.
Rick Springfield always draws a crowd. But we will be back for at least one night of 38 Special and then a big surprise the next week. And I didn't even see this one on the schedule. It's new.
I was talking to my contact over at Disney, who I cannot use his name for contractual obligations. And he said, yeah, so this band, Queensryche, they're filling a TBD, to be determined date. I'm excited to see them because we have not seen them since September of 2018. And for those of you watching us on YouTube, here are a couple pictures of us being there.
Yeah, no, and that's when we were there. We were actually doing photography for Steve Lynch and autograph. And Steve is actually how we got to meet and know Todd LaTorre, who is Queensryche lead singer.
It is going to be great seeing him again. And maybe we can get Steve and his fiancée Suzanne to come visit us during this momentous event.
Other groups we want to see are ELO, and then this guy who was with Billy Joel, Mike D. something.
Del Giudice, again.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
And of course, Don Felder from the Eagles. This is the best lineup we've seen probably since after the shutdown.
I know. Okay, but what do you do after you go and enjoy some amazing experiences like these?
Hold on, I know. You keep the magic alive.
So regardless of where you go on your vacation, there is always those post-vacation blues. But sometimes they seem to hit a little bit harder when it is a Disney trip.
So when we say keeping the magic alive, we're talking about some of the things you can do that help remind you of your trip and add a little bit of Disney magic that you can enjoy every day.
Yeah, so there are so many ways to keep the magic alive. And one of my favorite things is to find something that reminds me of a trip I took, but I can enjoy it at home.
So one way that we have learned over the last 4 years of being here, close to Disney, and that is we go to Noah's Fine Art. So we did 2 pieces in 2022 when we moved here from St. Petersburg, 2 more in 2023. Last year, even though we said we were not going to.
I know, but then this year, we bought the biggest one of all. It's called The Boy and His Dream Canvas. I love this one. It is so fun.
That one was a magnet for you, not an actual magnet, but it was brand new for this year and you went straight to it. And then one of Noah's handlers, I don't think that's an official term, came over and said, "Oh, this is new for this year." And you're like, oh my gosh.
Well, there's so many hidden things on it. It's so cute. I love it. Okay, another fun thing to bring the magic home is jewelry. So I have some earrings. Oh, I'm even wearing them today. And I got these in Disneyland Paris, and every time I pull them out to wear them and enjoy them, it reminds me of that trip. And in fact, our niece Lila, she picked up some really cute Disney earrings when she was out here, and I hope it reminds her of the amazing trip she had with us.
I think it does. Again, this works for all types of Disney merch, whether it's shirts, magnets, kitchen things. That's a really big thing in Disney. It's like pot holders and all these other, blah, blah, blah stuff. And of course, ears. And just a reminder, National Wear Your Ears Day is March 31st.
Yes, I started that holiday.
Yes, you did.
And it is the day it is acceptable to wear your ears in your hometown, to work, to the store, wherever. We'll talk more about that.
Everywhere you go. Another absolutely free way to keep the magic alive is to enjoy the Disney music. I will tell you, hands down, this is not my thing. I get enough of that when I'm on hold on the Disney travel agent, phone line. I totally get that.
You need to call the cruise line one though, because they have the best hold music, but there are some great playlists on Spotify. They even have some for Disney Halloween music or even just Disney holidays. I love that time of year.
So here's the big one, and this is if you are subscribers of Disney Plus, behind the attraction or the Imagineering story. This is also great before your trip.
Yeah. And okay, here's another fun thing to do, and that is try Disney recipes at home. So maybe you enjoyed a fun treat in the park and you want to try to replicate it. Like my brother Blake and his wife Sheila, they like to make these Banyan beef skewers that they get from the Bengal barbecue in Disneyland, and they're phenomenal.
So they also made Mickey pretzels for us, and they have a special Disney cookbook, which we do not have, but you can find those on a bunch of the Amazon sites.
They're all over there. Now, another fun way to keep the magic alive is to add some Disney items in your kitchen.
And we mentioned this a few minutes ago.
But there's so many out there. So simple towels, dishes, even just a Disney mug is fun. I know I enjoy, like when I get up to make my coffee, having a different mug. It's kind of fun.
Hold on. Did you say when you get up to make your coffee?
Sometimes I make my coffee.
Oh my God. 1 out of 7 days. I actually go make your coffee.
Actually, you do get my coffee.
Yeah, thanks to our DeLonghi coffee brewer from
they don't sponsor us. They don't need any advertising.
But if you want to be super creative, create some hidden Mickeys in your house.
I think that would be super fun.
I think this would be crazy.
And these ideas are just the start because we could go on and on, but that's not the point. Here, this month, we are doing our Minnie Series after all. And so every week we have a few things to give you some starter ideas to inspire you.
So the message of this show is do anything that brings you back to those Disney feelings and enjoy it at home.
And As a reminder, don't forget to mark your calendar for March 31st, National Wear Your Ears Day.
I'm wearing my ears right now.
No, you're not.
Unless you're on YouTube, then you don't know. No, they could listen and go,
Oh,
okay,
okay,
is
sorry.
Rob
Spoiler
wearing his
alert.
ears? And if you have some fun ways to keep the magic alive, tag us in a photo on social media so we can share it with our followers, and we hope to inspire you.
And as always, thank you for being part of our magic when you book your vacations, Disney or otherwise, with us or one of our amazing CMV agents.
Until next time, have a magical day.
We hope to see you real soon.